we going to talk about today? A lot of you guys know good and well what we're going to talk about today. You know, I was not ever going to do a video blog explaining how to do this because I wanted to be one of the only people that was running around sporting this bad boy. But since I love you guys so much, I'm going to teach you how to make them in this particular video blog. If you feel uncomfortable with people staring at you, then wearing one of these is probably not a good idea because you will get stared at. I've got quite a few stories of people just, kids, adults. When I came back from LA this summer, there was a kid in the airport just doing like this, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, mommy." What's funny is, as I was walking by, I overheard the mom said, "Yes, I know, your sister already pointed it out to me." Whenever you throw one of these necklaces on, you become like a chick magnet. Observe. See, she wasn't there a few seconds ago. See what I mean? Alright, step number one, you guys have to pick the sprite. You can go off of your favorite game back in the day, whatever. It can be an 8-bit or 16-bit character. So that means any NES, Sega Genesis, or SNES game that you can think of, you can make a necklace out of it. But not every sprite will work as a necklace. You want to keep it somewhat small, like the Mario and the Duck Hunt and maybe Sonic. Sonic is pushing it. A good place to look for some sprites is on Google search, Flickr, or even DeviantArt. Just type in Mario sprites, video game sprites, 8-bit sprite, 16-bit sprite. You'll come up with all kinds of stuff. And then once you find the sprite that you want, save it to your hard drive, and that's going to be your guide or your reference as you start to build your necklace. Step number two is get yourself some perler beads. They're basically little beads. Some of you guys might have played with them in arts and crafts in middle school or in elementary. Lots of different colors, hundreds of them. Go to Joann Fabrics, and if you don't have a Joann Fabrics around you, order them from perlerbeads.com. Get a little case, and also you want to get a pegboard. Pegboards are your friends. You're going to need a pegboard because that's how you're going to put together and assemble all of your necklaces. I went to the Florida Mall and went to one of the little kiosks that sell dog chains and necklaces. You're going to need a little ring that connects to the actual sprite that you're doing, and then you're going to need the actual dog chain also. So those are the two things you're also going to want to pick up. And the last thing you're going to want to get is some tracing paper. You can go to Walmart and in the arts and crafts section. All these supplies by themselves are pretty inexpensive, but you're probably going to end up spending anywhere from $20 to $40 overall once you get all the supplies. Alright, so for this necklace, this is our reference. Mario from Mario 3 in his shoe, one of my favorite games ever. There you go. So that's our reference, and that's what we're going to go off of. And then you just start dropping the beads on the pegboard as you look at the reference. Same way we did it in the Project SNES video blog where I built that Mario out of wood. Very same thing. It's very important to make sure you're dropping these perler beads in the right spot, because if you start dropping them wrong, your whole thing is going to get thrown off. So always watch carefully, look at your reference, drop your perler beads in the pegboard in the right spots. I like to do one color at a time, and I always start with black. And then once I finish the outline of the black, then I'll go in and knock out another color. But all colors, you can do it however you want, but I prefer to do it all one color at the same time. It's also a very, very smart idea to figure out what colors you need before even ordering any perler beads or going perler bead shopping. Figure out all the colors you're going to need and then order them afterwards. Once you have all your beads in place, then you break out that tracing paper, lay it on top, and then start to iron. I like to iron until you start to see the colors of the sprite leak through. Then you peel the tracing paper off, flip it over, lay the tracing paper back on the opposite side, and then iron that side too. Now get your ring, grab 2 pliers and pry the ring open, slide it in top row, middle bead, and then close it with the pliers. And then once you have it closed on the top of it, you slide your chain right on in there. Done. Instant Nintendo chain. Alright, Wendy told you guys in the last video blog that I was going to be covering my eyes and randomly selecting one of the subscribers to get this bad boy, and I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna give this one out, even though this is really hot, I'm not gonna lie. And the winner is you. The person I picked is King Sheed on page 8 of my subscriptions. So when you're walking down the street and a girl's like, "OMG, look at that guy's necklace!" I want you to be in your head like, "Thank you, sWooZie." That's all I got for now. Cut it, it's a wrap, son. I do want to say something. I know you guys look at me in a certain light. I am human. I had a moment of weakness this week. I did something a little desperate. Yeah, I bought one of these